Welcome to Nicholas Adoko blog series. Who is a super spy? The majority of people have seen spy movies, but few have ever met a member of the intelligence establishment. Spying is big business in movies, from James Bond to Spooks, Jason Bourne to Tinker Tailor. From stings and moles to dead letter drops and honey traps, its lingo has become all too familiar to us. The image of such operations portrayed in big and small movies, as well as in airport blockbusters, is solidly anchored in truth. Both the fictional and real worlds of espionage use the same tradecraft. Spies must be astute. Spies must be intelligent in order to obtain valuable intelligence. Spies must be able to communicate in multiple languages and memorize a large amount of information, in order to complete a mission successfully. They must also be inventive and adaptable to rapidly changing surroundings. When confronted with a unique challenge, spies must make quick decisions. Making sure you have the necessary gear with you on every expedition is part of being prepared for anything. However, those who carry out these clandestine and potentially dangerous actions are worlds apart from their fictional counterparts. Who is a spy? A spy is technically defined in the intelligence field as someone who is used to steal secrets for an intelligence agency. A spy, also known as an agent or an asset, is not a professional intelligence officer and usually does not get official training, though may be taught basic tradecraft. Instead, a spy either volunteers or is recruited to assist in the theft of information for a variety of reasons, including ideology, patriotism, money, or a variety of other motives ranging from blackmail to love. Their most essential attribute in terms of intelligence is having access to relevant information. As a result, a government minister, like a janitor or a cafeteria worker in a government ministry, might be an excellent spy. Of course, the term spy can be applied to anybody or anything associated with spy agencies, from intelligence analysts to hidden cameras, as well as any activity carried out in secret, spy missions, use of malicious computer software. How do spies operate? We'll start with a targeting process. An active spy named Michael told BBC News in an interview, "Our goal is to come as close to the top as possible. We'll try to piece together as much information as we can about that terrorist network, including who the key actors are and how they're connected, in order to gain a better idea of who the people in this network are. Would it be possible for us to join them? Are they reachable? Would they have access to information that the government could use? Do we think they'd be motivated to operate as a covert source for CIS, MI6? Our officers must consider. Under what pretense may I approach this individual? What is the most effective way to build a relationship with them? Each strategy will be adapted to the specific agent or potential agent." Intelligence gathering begins once the targeting method has been planned. Information is collected in a variety of methods by intelligence services. Human sources, human or human intelligence, is the oldest method, relying on spies and intelligence personnel employing their wits and talents, with support from tech operations. When information is beyond human grasp, or in locations that are too dangerous or remote, technology is employed to intercept messages, SIGINT, conduct overhead surveillance, IMINT, or even sniff out chemical, biological, and auditory traces, MASINT or measurement and signature intelligence. Open source intelligence, OSINT, derived from non-secret, publicly available sources such as web pages and newspapers now accounts for a significant portion of intelligence gathered. How are spies recruited? Spies are recruited by a case officer's approach or pitch. This usually involves appealing to ideology, patriotism, religion, ego, greed, or love, or employing blackmail or other forms of coercion to persuade the subject. Disillusionment with Al-Qaeda's doctrine, a desire to live in the United Kingdom, or money could all be factors. The first contact with a potential agent is a heart-and-mouth experience. It must be nerve-wracking to be in some dusty outpost in semi-governed area, prepared to meet for the first time a contact within a terrorist organization you've brokered. Everything a spy does is fraught with danger. If they were risk-cautious, I doubt they'd get very far. They've done everything they can to improve the situation. Examples of real-life spies. We've all read about them in books and seen them in movies, but is the world of espionage and secret agents truly as glamorous and thrilling as it appears? In certain ways, yes, but many real-life spies have been assigned with missions that are equally as risky as those undertaken by their fictional counterparts. We've discussed how they're chosen and how they operate. Let's take a look at some real-life super spies. 1. Melita Norwood. Melita Norwood, a communist whose mother was also accused of spying for Moscow, was ultimately exposed for her 37 years of service to Russia at the age of 87. While serving as an assistant to the director of a British atomic research center, Norwood turned over classified papers relevant to the atomic bomb. Her contribution is thought to have shortened Stalin's operation by 5 years, and she was only exposed as a spy in 1999, only a few years before she died. The great-grandma remarked after her finding, "I had no desire for money. I wanted Russia to be on a level playing field with the rest of the world." Norwood was never charged because it was deemed inappropriate by the Attorney General. 2. Mata Hari. One of the most well-known spies in the world, Mata Hari was an exotic dancer and high-class prostitute who accepted a spying assignment for France in 1916. Hari claimed she wanted to use her relationships to get access to the German High Command, from which she would convey secrets to the French, but in reality, Hari received money from a German consul in exchange for gathering hidden intelligence from the French. Hari's double agent position was discovered by British intelligence, and she was imprisoned in France in February 1917. 7 months later, she was executed by firing squad. 3. William Stevenson. During World War II, Canadian-born William Stevenson led British intelligence throughout the Western Hemisphere. The secret agent's code name was Intrepid, and Ian Fleming, the author of the James Bond espionage novels, was cited as saying, "The character of James Bond is a romanticized version of an actual spy. William Stevenson is the real deal." Stevenson passed on British secrets to former US President Franklin D. Roosevelt and American secrets to former UK Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and many credit him with persuading the US to help Britain fight Nazi Germany. 4. Virginia Hall. Virginia Hall aspired to join a member of the United States Foreign Service, but she was denied after losing a leg in a hunting accident. Hall was undeterred, and in 1941 she fled to France to operate as a spy for the French resistance, prompting a German manhunt for her. When the Germans conquered France the following year, Hall fled to Spain. Hall was recruited by the U.S. Office of Strategic Services when she returned to France in 1944. She devised sabotage activities, projected drop zones, and aided in the training of different resistance units while wearing a disguise to shield herself from the Germans. 5. Tony Mendez. Despite the fact that Tony Mendez didn't generally work in the field, he was regarded as a master of disguise for creating all of the paperwork, clothes, and identities that his other spies would require in order to move undetected beyond enemy lines. To avoid being suspected by Laos counterintelligence, he was able to disguise an Asian man and a black CIA spy as two typical white businesspeople. Mendez's most successful operation is also his most well-known, courtesy to Ben Affleck's Oscar-winning cinematic depiction of it in the 2012 film Argo. He had the foresight to create a bogus movie production in the late 1970s and use it as a cover to help exfiltrate a group of American and Canadian ambassadorial captives from Iran. Kindly like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content. After subscribing, click on the bell icon to get notified when we post a new video. Thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful. Let me tell you a little bit about Nicholas Adoko Technologies. We help businesses and companies build an online presence by developing web, mobile, desktop and blockchain applications. As a company, we work with your budget in developing your ideas and projects beautifully and elegantly, as well as participate in the growth of your business. We do a lot of freelance work in various sectors such as blockchain, booking, e-commerce, education, online games, voting and payments. Our ability to provide the needed resources to help clients develop their software packages for their targeted audience on schedule is unmatched. Be sure to contact us if you need our services. We are readily available. Contact us via our website at nicholasadoko.com.